The check engine light literally just looks expensive. It comes on and I'm like, how much is this one gonna cost me? And then it gives me PTSD and I start getting sweaty and I panic and I have to call someone because I don't know what it means. I don't know what's happening. Some thoughts probably should not be said out loud, but I recorded mine. Hey guys, it's Mara, and welcome back to the podcast where I share my thoughts on the internet with all of you. Now, before I start this, I think last episode, or the episode before that, I mentioned how I got my nails done, and I literally just felt like that girl. Like, I felt above everyone, but like in a humble, polite way, you know? I just like felt good. Like, it makes me be a person that is happy. That is not the way that I should have said that. Anyway, whatever. So I just wanted to say that yesterday I got my hair done, and the feeling is just mutual. I feel like that girl, once again. I feel humbly above everybody. But besides that, as of recently, my life has been an absolute tornado. And, like, not just, like, a crazy, like, emotional tornado, because, like, that too, but just adulting. I've had so many adulting tasks, one after another, and I still have so many, like, adulting things that I have to do, like college tuition, pay my car payment, I'm switching insurance, and now, the inspiration for this episode, my car is literally a ticking time bomb. Like, it's an amount of time before it literally explodes. It's really fun. That's what I've been dealing with, and that actually expired this episode. It's gonna be all thing cars, but like, if you're a car guy and you're excited to listen to this, do not get very excited, because I honestly don't really know stuff and things. That's all. To start out this episode, I went on Reddit and I found the best car names. And I'm not talking like brand, model, whatever. I'm talking about like those nice emotional names that you give your car because you're attached to it. The first one actually does not have an explanation, but it's just Bob the Destroyer. Did not say what kind of car it was, nothing. So I like to think of it as like a really old Toyota or something, like really just like crappy, a nice beater, a crap box, if you will, you know. Bob the Destroyer really like personifies it, right? Okay, this next one was a Nissan Stanza, and they called it George Carr Stanza. I think it makes sense, right? Yeah. This one made me giggle. Equinox, because Chevy said so. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Who am I to argue that? Yeah. This one's real good. I honestly should have used it. I named my car Judas because she has betrayed me several times. Smiley. It's a Mazda and the front end looks happy. It's cute, right? This one's cheesy. Right up my alley. It's a van. Her name's Vanessa. Vanessa. You guys get it? Yeah? No? All right. Here's another one without an explanation. Helga. Just Helga. I feel like Helga would absolutely be like one of those hippie-looking van things. I think it's a Volkswagen. If I'm correct, please clap for me right now because that's really impressive. And then two more. Donna. The old owner's name was actually painted in the pinstripe down the side, and it said Donna. That one's pretty straightforward, honestly. I get it. My last one, Sunny D. It's orange. Splendid. Honestly, very creative. So, with that being said, I want to tell you guys the names of my car. Well, my current car and my first car. So, my first car's name was Snooki. And here is my reasoning. She was tan. Well, there's more. She was tan. My seat covers, I knew I wanted like pink, but at the time I didn't like order anything offline. I just went in stores, and the pink that I found was like a tacky, real tacky, bright pink cheetah print. And that with like the tan car, it was a Snooki. It was a Snooki. And then I felt like when I got my next car, I wanted to keep like the S name because I really like the name Snooki for a car. I thought it was super cute. But I was like, I got to be more creative than this. So then my current car, it's my second car, her name is Stacy, only because of the the song Stacy's Mom, because, you know, Stacy's mom has got it going on. And it's me. I'm Stacy's mom. I hope you guys giggled. Honestly, every time I tell someone that, they're either like, oh, I love that song, like, that's really good, or they just stare at me and they're like, are you serious right now? Along with naming cars, I am also all for cute car decor. And if you know me personally, you know exactly where this is about to go. I need to take a couple minutes and talk to you guys about my car decorations and what I do to my cars. And my dad is like, why would you ruin a good car like that? But I love it. I think I look cute. I definitely look like Barbie's dream car. Definitely with my hair that I just got done, guys. It's super, super blonde. And then I'm driving around with like these car decorations you're about to find out. So we're going to start with my first car. She had spray painted rims. They were pink, sparkly, spray painted rims. Honestly, it was not like the most professional looking, but it was like, I bought the car for $2,000, and when I went to trade it in, I literally got like $100 out of it. So, see, that's what I'm saying. It was a Cavalier. That's all I gotta say. It was a Cavalier. So the fact that my rims were spray painted, it looked fine. It matched the vibes of the rest of the car. So I had my pink spray painted rims, and like I said earlier, my pink cheetah print seat covers. And then my mom had like this great idea, and I actually loved it. So for my floor mats, we had bathroom mats from Dollar General, and they were pink, and we just cut them so they fit. And I had it in the front and the back, and actually I have reused those same exact mats in my current car. They just moved. Yeah. So the inside was very pink, but it wasn't like a subtle pink. It was like a bright pink. Like the seat covers were pink. The floor mats were pink. My back seats were pink. I had pink rhinestones everywhere. I actually, because the car, again, was a Cavalier that was falling apart, I rhinestoned the outside, like, side mirror things. I don't know what those are called. Side mirrors? Is that actually what they're called? Perhaps? I put pink rhinestones all over that. Yeah. So that's what my first car looked like. My current car, though, I like to say that I matured a little bit. I now have like actual pink rims. Like the whole wheel thing is like pink. They were sand blasted, sand painted, sand dusted. So once again, if you're a car guy, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. But I know they're pink, and they were, like, done professionally, and they look good. Also, my current car is a Chevy Cruze. I went from a Chevy Cavalier to a Chevy Cruze, which, like, you'll hear later on in this podcast episode that, like, maybe I should stop getting Chevy cars. Maybe. Apparently, I just can't learn my dang lesson. Whatever. Anyway, so I have really nice pink rims, and I used Cricut paper, and I made my Chevy emblems the same exact pink. The same exact pink, and it looks so cute. I love it. My license plate frame cover things, they are all rhinestone, but like silver rhinestones, you know, so they look classy. You know, you feel, you dig, yeah. The inside of this car, I love it. First, I have a Bath and Body Works like car freshener thing, and it's rhinestone, the same exact rhinestone color that's on my license plate, so it matches. And then my seats and my steering wheel cover are black leather, but they have like the really, I know what the name is. I promise you I know what the name is, but I can't pronounce it, and I don't want to make a fool of myself on this podcast because it goes on the internet forever. I'm going to do it. Swarovski, that name. It's so hard. I know what it is, though. It's like the designer of rhinestones. You know, like the designer brand of rhinestones. That's what my seat cover and my steering wheel covers are. It's black leather with those rhinestones like sewn in. They are so pretty. I love them. It does get like 1,000,000 degrees though, and it sucks. Anyway, yeah. So, rhinestones. I have the pink floor mats from my previous car. The Bath and Body Works rhinestones thing. Where my key goes, that's like rhinestone, but like silver rhinestones. It's like a classy amount of rhinestone, yeah? You dig? Yeah? And then recently, I actually went on Redbubble, and I was looking at the bumper stickers, because, like, not gonna lie, I'm a little hee-hee jokester sometimes. And Redbubble definitely had some like really funny bumper stickers, but it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving Barbie car how it should, Because like if it's going to go on my car, it's got to match like the vibes, the theme, the esque, if you will. So I decided to create my own bumper sticker, and it's literally for sale on Reddit right now. Not Reddit, Redbubble. Redbubble. It's for sale on Redbubble. I don't think you can sell things on Reddit. Well, you can. Okay. All right. I'm done with that. So I made my own bumper sticker, and it is the same exact pink as my rims and my Chevy emblem. I'm so proud of myself, and it literally says, "Please don't honk at me. I will cry." And I think that's perfect, and I'm very excited. But right now, I feel like my car doesn't deserve it. She does not. Stacy has been acting up, and that's literally the problem that inspired this entire episode. Is Stacy right now is being a selfish little brat. She really is. I tried to do her a favor, and I got her new brakes, and like in return for that, she decided to turn every dash light on possible and be like super loud and just stall out now, like for no reason. Like, girl, you had no problems before this. I got new brakes, and now like everything is falling apart. Explain that. And I'm going to go into more like detail on Stacy, but first I want to talk about my dream car because I don't want to focus on how upset I am that Stacy is betraying me like this. Maybe I should change her name to Judas because she has betrayed me so many times. So, my dream car. Right now, it's literally what my dad's car is. Like, would I love to have a Porsche? Yes. Would I love to drive a little beatboxing? Would I love to drive a little Mercedes convertible? Absolutely. But I have to think realistically in my tax bracket at this point in time. Hopefully one day, yes. Would those be my actual dream cars? Yes. But my realistic dream car is a Subaru Legacy, but the premium package that has like the big touchscreen thingy in it, because my dad's car has it, and it literally just like reminds me of a Tesla. It drives itself. It like lane assists you back to where you're supposed to be. Everything in it is like a touchscreen, and it's beautiful. So I want a black one, but it's not going to stay black for long because I want to get it like wrapped, right? Like the vinyl wrap thing. And I want to get it wrapped pink, but not like a bright pink. I think I want to do a pastel pink and tone it down. And then like my rims and my exhaust I saw, and my not bumper sticker. What's that thing called? When you the brake lights. Those things, the lights on the back of the car, yeah. On Reddit, not Reddit. Oh my gosh, why do I keep saying Reddit today? On Pinterest. Oh my gosh, Mara, get yourself together, girly. On Pinterest, I found like all of those things that I just said. I'm not repeating my list. All of those things with like hearts in them, and it was so cute and girly, and I was like, yes, that's what I want. A reliable Subaru that I wrap in pink because I am extra. I am that girl. Like, there's nothing subtle about me. And my car really, like, drives that point home. But, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's my dream car right now. But, unfortunately, right now, I have super bad luck with cars. Super, super bad luck with cars. And it's not just Stacy right now. I think we have to talk about the death of Snooki. Just to put into perspective, like, where it started. So, I got Snooki in high school. I was like one of those girls. I got my license as soon as I turned 16. I was already on it, and I was super, super lucky that my parents did help me buy a car like right when I was 16. Was it a Chevy Cavalier that was falling apart by the time I bought it? Yes. But was it my car? Was it my piece of crap? Yes, it was. Yes, it freaking was, and I was so happy about it. So when I first got it, it's pretty okay, actually, and I managed to get my first ticket in it. And let me just say, like, you might be surprised. Like, you can speed in a Chevy Cavalier. Like, it can go above 30. Actually, yes, I managed to get my first ticket in it, and it was 20 over. 20 over the speed limit. Honestly, if I'm going to speed, I'm going to speed. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to Mario Kart in real life around, like, the turns and stuff. That's what I was doing at that moment in time, and I got caught. And I'm still impressed to this day, though. I managed to go 20 over the speed limit in a Cavalier. Anyway, so like obviously at first she ran like pretty good. We ran over plenty of things, lots of things. And then suddenly one day she was getting louder. So loud that the entire neighborhood could hear me come home. Everybody heard me pull in my driveway, come in the garage. The whole house shook every time I arrived. So she was getting louder. And finally I was like, I should investigate the problem. Maybe it was the fact that my exhaust was held on with a bungee cord. Or maybe it was because my catalytic converter just no longer existed. Did it fall off? Was it stolen? Not a clue. Not a clue, but she was loud. And then shortly after that, I ended up getting like new tires put on her. And apparently, Walmart put on one tire that was just like not the same size as the other ones. And it broke my frame. So like my car actually fell apart. And there was like my fuel pump, I think, died for a second. And then I had like a fuel leak. And it was like a fire hazard. And it like was falling apart. Like the actual like frame like broke. Like the car broke. She was broke. She fell apart. So I finally traded her in when I graduated from high school. I was 18. And when I traded her in, I was emotionally attached to Snooki. You know, she was my first car. We've really just been through it together. So I was talking to the car dealership dude. The car salesman, whatever he was. I was talking to him and I was like, so where's she gonna go? Like, is someone else gonna get her? And he was like laughing, and my dad was laughing, and everybody was laughing because they're like, no one wants this. That was a really cute little thought that you had there, but no, absolutely not. But anyway, he just told me, you know, she's actually gonna be sent out to the farm, and she's gonna live the rest of her car life out with the cows on the farm. And it's gonna be a nice, like, relaxing rest, retiring for her. So I like to think that she's still out there on the farm with the cows. But I'm honestly not emotionally attached to her anymore because I got Stacy that day. And probably within a week of having Stacy, I forgot all about Snooki. Now let's talk about Stacy's ongoing death. Snooki is now dead. May she rest in peace. Actually, she might not be dead. She might still be on the farm with the cows. I don't know. But Stacy's mom still has it going on, but Stacy, can't you see you're just not the girl for me? Come on, someone better have gotten that joke. That was really good. I'm really proud of that. Okay, so I got Stacy when I was 18. I was excited. I was like, oh my God, like my first big girl purchase. I'm so excited. Like, I had a loan. I was building credit. I was like freshly out of high school too. So I was like whipping up to my first days of college, like in my brand new car that I'm like buying all by myself and like currently still buying. Cars are so expensive. Like, I am so frustrated right now because she's dying. She has so many problems and I still have to go and make a payment on it. Like, I can't even drive it. Anyway, I love adulting. I love adulting. This crap is so fun. So I had her, and within the first couple months, she died. Her engine died. She would not start. She was like making this knocking sound. It was really bad. I was like, what, girl? What is going on? What is this mess about? Luckily, she was still under warranty. I did take her back to the dealership that I bought her, and I was like, there's an issue that I don't exactly know what it is. And long story short, my engine was like ran without oil, but not by me. Not by me. I have no idea who has done that. I don't know who did that. Sounds like something I absolutely would definitely do, but I know it wasn't me because I just got it and they had oil in it, obviously. And like, I have a dad who like checks that stuff because like, Lord knows I don't. Luckily though, it was under warranty, so I got a brand new engine right there, and I was like, wow, it's like I'm like restarting with 0 miles. So I was so confident. I was like, I have a brand new engine in this car. She's like perfect. She's beautiful. Like my big girl purchase, and like since it was under warranty, I did not have to pay a single dime. I thought that it was like a new start. Me and Stacy were gonna last forever. And then I was late for work and I was going like super fast and I just like gunned it out of the garage and I knocked my entire mirror off. The entire mirror flew off. And then like I also tried to lie about it and I was like, no, Dad, I didn't run into the garage. Why would I do that? I didn't do it. My mirror's just hanging off and the garage has a dent in it. And like I know the neighbors watched me do it, but I didn't do it. So that was like very expensive to fix. And fun fact, actually, I had to like order a new mirror, or well, I obviously didn't order it. The parts people ordered it for me because I don't know how to do that. And the mirror that came in was green. So they had to paint it, which like it does now. Like if you look fast, it's black. But like if you look at it, it's still green. The mirror's green, but it's like a dark green. But like it's still green. So we got the mirror fixed, right? Shortly after that, backed into my trash cans, backed into the neighbor's trash cans, was door dashing, backed up into someone else's trash can. There was a time at B-Dubs in this car where I was driving into a parking lot and the lady like tried to fight me for my insurance and was like, you just hit my car, like look at all these scratches. First off, her scratch was blue on the opposite side that I parked, but she refused to call the cops and all this stuff, and like an insurance adjuster, estimator person came out. It was like this long thing, and I won. I didn't have to pay crap. But yeah, I was upset about that. I actually didn't do anything there. Stacy was just with me. Ooh, this next incident with Stacy, this is a big one. I was driving in a storm and a tree literally tried to kill me. Like fell on my car and I was like swerving, so like obviously I didn't get the trunk of the tree, but like I was still like under and inside of the branches of the tree. And I closed my eyes and like gunned it so I could get out like really fast, and I gunned it into a guardrail. And Stacy had to get like a whole new passenger side. And the best part of this is during this storm, this really bad storm that my dad texted me later and was like, hey, it's a really bad storm, like be careful if you're driving. My dad actually drove over that same tree going the opposite direction while I was like literally stuck in the tree. He didn't see me, I don't think, or maybe he did and was like, that looks like not my problem right now, and kept on going. But yeah, so that one was really expensive. I had to get like a whole new side on Stacy. So now we have a new engine. We have a new green mirror. We have a whole new passenger side. I'm like, there's no way. Like, this could get worse. Like, there's no way. Well, I was washing Stacy, and I was like, she's going to be so cute. You know, like my rims, I got them all cleaned up, got the brake dust off of them. They're like nice new, bright pink. Well, I didn't know what happened at the time, but apparently I dropped my sponge and a little rock went in there, and then I continued to use the same sponge on my car, and I scrubbed Stacy with a rock everywhere. There's so many scratches still to this day. They're right there. I even tried to like Sharpie in some of it like myself. Yeah, that it does not look great. You would think after all that, like it's enough. It's enough slices. Do you guys know that TikTok? I hope you do. You think like enough happened, but no. Just wait. There's more. I shut my garage door on the back of Stacy once, and there's like a nice little chunk missing, and I really just like Sharpied her in. And then this happened at least 2 to 3 times. I'll be driving Stacy, and the turbo on my engine dies. But like we've kind of tricked it. It got like a new sensor or something, and then I don't know what else we fixed on it to make it go away so I didn't have to buy a new turbo. But the first time it happened, I was actually driving 6 hours away from my house, and I make it 3 hours into the drive. So I'm like at least halfway there. I'm out of state. I'm in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It was actually called like Duncansville. The only reason I remember that is because I like Dunkin' Donuts. But I was in Duncansville somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and my car literally just stops. Like it won't go over 20. I'm flooring it. The check engine light's on. Bad things are happening. And the worst part is it's so late at night. Nowhere is open. Nowhere. So a really attractive, beautiful man of a cop had to come and get me. and I drove 20 miles per hour as he escorted me with his lights on to the police station because my car died. And then by the time I got there, my car battery dies. She's like all kinds of dead. She's all kinds of died. I did end up like getting out of there, but like, yeah. So you would think after all of that, finally I'm done. Like finally Stacy like has had every part fixed or whatever, that there's nothing else that could be a possible problem for her because everything's new. No. That's not how that works. Actually, this one just happened to me. I went to open like the inside mirror thing that's like above the driver's side, and it just fell off. That's gone. Cool. And now my massive airflow sensor, I have it written down. I have no idea what that is. That my fuel intake thing, who knows what that does or what that is. God. What else? What else is wrong with her? Oh, there's a really squeaky sound, like really loud, like really, really loud. Like I don't want to drive her like that because it's so bad. And she's like stalling out. Yeah. So I'm going to have to take Stacy to the doctor. And that's going to be expensive. That's going to be real expensive because she doesn't have health insurance. She only has car insurance that doesn't cover self-destruction, apparently. So besides Snooki and Stacy, there was also my uncle's truck named Sebastian, and I was driving that for a little while in between my time of going to take Snooki and trade her in. Sebastian, I almost got into a head-on collision, and I freaked out, and I like jerked over to avoid it. And when I jerked over to avoid the oncoming car that was gonna smash into me and like literally kill me, I hit like this curb and I destroyed a tire. I destroyed a rim. A tow truck had to literally take it home. It was undrivable and I had to go and get like a whole new rim and a whole new tire. My cousin Ryan actually did that for me. Thanks. That's my current car situation. So to wrap up this episode, I found 3 funny like first new car stories on Reddit. But here's the catch. All of the stories that I included were just about other people who had piece of crap cars because I thought that it would make me feel better in what I'm experiencing right now. So this first one, they had an 83 Oldsmobile. Not really sure what that is. And the engine would randomly turn off. Like no warning, just turn off. So this Redditor said that it was a snowy, super icy day. They were already driving super slow. And they were going down a hill when the engine turned off mid-hill. And they slid sideways down the hill. And it was at an embarrassingly, like, slow snail pace. There was no one else in the way, so it wasn't dangerous. It was just very slow. And they said the neighbors were, like, outside watching them go down this hill. And all they could do was smile and wave because it was, hey, nothing I could do. Couldn't restart it. The engine died on the hill. Just slide down sideways and smile. The second one, it doesn't say what type of car it was, but they had to use a screwdriver to start it. 50 miles per hour was definitely the top speed, and that was pushing it. It sounded like it could explode at any time over 15 miles per hour, which, honestly, I relate. And they paid $250. LOL. That LOL I just had to include in there. And then to wrap that one up, they ended up selling it for a 6-pack of beer 7 years later. They drove that with a screwdriver to start it for 7 years and then just sold it for a 6-pack of beer. Fair enough. I'd honestly sell my old car for a bottle of Malibu. My third and final story that I found. My roommate gave me a Ford Escort van. Not sure what that is, but I'm thinking it's one of those like white looking working van type thing. Whatever. So the only gears that worked were first, second, and reverse. The handbrake also did not work. Taking the keys out did not stop the engine. So the only way to turn the thing out was to just stall it out and wait. Lovely. Those definitely make me feel a little bit better about my current car situation. Because, like, we've all been there. Have we all been there 2 cars in a row? Like myself? Maybe not. Maybe not. Am I cursed with just bad car luck? Probably. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't, please give this podcast a rate on your streaming platform and follow on Insta @_thoughts podcast. I hope you guys have good, reliable cars. I'm going to go lose my mind, and I will see you next week in a new episode.